I think success is a lot of different things for a lot of different people. Relationships are success, credibility, integrity, honesty.
Well, the first time I met Don Sanders, the thing I remembered about him was that he had a really big house. I'd never been in a 3-story house before, and his son, Brad, and I got to be friends, and he invited me over to his house, and I thought, for such a rich guy with a big house, Don Sanders was just so likable and such a nice guy, and he always wanted to play with the kids, which was neat. You know, he would go out and pitch us balls or shoot baskets with us, and so I think was instantly drawn to him just because of how friendly and likable he was to a guy at a young age.
I really think that if I look at my career and whatever success I've had, I think the relationships I've had with individuals, the people I've gotten to know, and the people I've gotten to know well, and what they meant to me and hopefully what I meant to them. I think that really kind of sums up anyone's career, because if you don't relate to people, if they don't relate to you, if you don't understand what's important to them and what they think is important, I just think that you're going to have a difficult time.
Well, the first time I met Don, I was probably about 4 or 5 years old. My dad had signed with the Houston Astros in the winter of 1979, and Don had a party for us to kind of welcome us to Houston and had us over to his house. And so at that point, I think as a 4 or 5 year old, I don't think you have the same perspective you do. All I know is we went over to see Don, and I was blown away with his house and his memorabilia collection, and ended up spending a lot of time there with his son Brad and Brett, and Reed and I played a lot of baseball games over there, and just was a great place to grow up.
Well, I'm not for sure that there's any in my career or my life there's any been one specific moment. I think there are several times in one's life that are monumental and really point a person in the direction he ends up being. First of all, maybe the university you go to, the people you meet during your educational period. There's always job opportunities that I think we all have. Which job do you pick?
Well, I've learned a lot of things from Don Sanders over the years, so you know it's hard to just pick one thing out. As I think about that question, a lot of things pop into my mind, but probably the biggest one is that Don said he has always believed in people, and a lot of ideas come across his desk. When you're an investment banker, there's always somebody with some kind of scheme or some kind of deal or something, project that they want to do. And Don has achieved success in his life by pairing himself with good people. And if he believes in the person, maybe even more than the project, he's willing to do that. And so I've tried to surround myself with good people. And you look at his firm, they've been there for many, many years, over 20 years, a lot of them, the same people. And I think that's a real sign of success, is that the stability that he has and his belief in other people, that the sum of all parts are greater than any one piece.
I think I've been incredibly fortunate to have only had 2 jobs. I was with E.F. Hutton for 29 years and our own firm for 20 years, but basically the same business. So the experience from day one to the experience today, each day adds, and each day you get credit for what you did right or you didn't do right. That maybe is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And you know, I've been incredibly fortunate to have enjoyed every moment of what I do.
You know, Don's got a tremendous work ethic. Don, you know, is the first guy in the office in the morning, and really he's just full of energy and his focus, but his work ethic, I think, is really what sets him apart in the business world, and I don't know many people or anybody that's going to outwork Don Sanders.
Well, I think Don has 2 things that really I've kind of taken in my life, and he's really been a mentor to me. And his 2 things are his passion for life, work, you know, activities, whatever he does full on, and he throws himself into it. And then he has an unbelievable work ethic, and you know, nobody outworks Don Sanders. So, you know, he kind of has a passion for life, this work ethic, and you put the 2 things together, and the sky is really the limit. And so that's what's been neat about Don Sanders with myself, is that I've taken a lot of the things that he's done and used him as a mentor in my life.
I guess different people ask me, you know, Don, why after all these years did you decide to become involved with Sam Houston? What happened? Why did it happen? The people. Not that there have not been a great group of people from the day I graduated, but I think Jim Gattner, you take Mark Johnson, the baseball coach, you take Ed Sandhop, who has been involved with the university, even though not as a professor, and it just seemed it was the right time to make commitments.
Having his name associated with our baseball program, he's a baseball man, and being a baseball man means a lot in that circle, and so we have our name associated with the baseball man, and then to have a man of that renown and of that stature to really kind of reassociate with Sam Houston State is very meaningful. So it's very important to us, and we very much appreciate it.
If I think about my years at Sam Houston and business classes, I think the most fun thing I have is thinking about how great all the professors were. Dr. Neal, Mr. Corley, Mr. Parkhill, Rita Huff. Those are the people that I think back on, because I don't know what I expected when I started school. James Gilmore. I mean, we names that, I have a tough time remembering names. It's amazing I can remember those people. But I guess even today, I would have a difficult time ever thinking that there was a better group of professors anywhere in any university.
For a guy that has accomplished as much as he has, that is at the age that he is, he just brings an excitement and an energy to doing projects, to doing things that you would find in somebody just out of college.
All I can do is be the most honest, hardworking, dedicated person. I can't, I've always been amazed at people who say, I'm going to give more than 100%. It doesn't work. What I want to do the best job I can do in every way I can do it. And I think that is success.